Hello everyone, I'm RecV5.
And I'm Sandman99.
And welcome to Hot Shots Golf 3.
Episode 1.
Yeah, we actually got to create a save file.
Yeah. Starting from brand new. And you're allowed just the right number of characters. If you needed more than 6 characters, I guess you wouldn't have been able to do it.
Well, it also makes a good 4-letter name for retro games.
Yeah.
So, let's see here. We also got to do something else before we get going here. We have to turn the background music on. Because that's never on, for some reason.
Okay.
And we'll save that setting. It's just like Hot Shots Golf 1 that way. I can't remember. I think I had to do that for Hot Shots Golf 2 as well.
What,
it's always...
By default, the music is off?
Yeah, by default, all the music is off. I have no idea why.
Huh, strange.
But anyways, so today we're going to get started with some versus modes. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do like multiple versus modes per episode, because some of them can be pretty short. Because this is the first game to introduce the 4-hole victory... quick victory?
Oh, okay. So you figure you're going to be 4 up really quickly, or what?
At least against the first few opponents, and then, I don't know, maybe I should do a tournament, or maybe I should clear out the first few versus modes rapidly.
Well, let's see how things go first.
Well, I have to, pick Tiffany here, and I believe it was Tiffany versus Stacy was the, viewer request. So we'll do that first.
Okay.
And I'll just play on, because we get 2 courses to start. We get Mount Sakura, which is a really iconic course. That course appears in like 4 different games. And then the other course, I can't remember it, is Aloha Resort or some other thing. It's some Hawaiian course, and it also appears in several games.
Look at that. See, they're just explaining that rule that you were just explaining.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
I didn't need to explain it.
Yeah.
So, there is a little bit of audio delay and video delay from this particular setup because we're recording this through a analog to digital converter. So, I'll try to compensate for that. It's fairly stable lag, but it is still lag. It's about, so like if you were to look at the impact zone for Tiffany or Stacy here, where the notch in the red is on the left-hand side is where I actually have to press the button in order to get perfect impact, if I'm using my eyes to follow the bar as it moves up and down. So, yeah. But, I mean, it's a predictable lag, so we're gonna see how that goes. I don't expect my perfect impact percentage to be anywhere near as high in this series as it was in the Hot Shots Golf 2 series as a result. But, you know, I've looked at various recording options for this thing. I looked at recording it through an emulator and things, and although the game runs perfectly fine through an emulator, I just didn't like the way it looked because it has some funny things going on with deinterlacing and stuff. So, this just looks nicer, and it comes out and it makes nicer looking recordings, so that's what we're gonna do.
You get like a behind the green view of your approach shot coming in, hey?
Oh yeah, they give you all kinds of different camera angles in this game. With the 3D camera in this game, they're very dynamic about how they present that kind of stuff now.
Yeah.
And actually, I'd also say just in advance, because now we have this routing all the sound from the PS2 into this desktop here, and then listening to it through like 2 pairs of USB headphones. This game sounds like superb. Right?
Yeah, it does. It sounds good, actually.
I can't believe the amount of audio engineering that actually went into this game. It's very impressive.
Yeah. Well, you can definitely tell, too, that it is a better-looking game than Hot Shots Golf 2 was.
Yep. Especially through the capture card here. Now, of course, this will come out as a 4:3 image, but on this TV, because it doesn't like the particular video signal it's getting fed, it gets stretched to 16:9. But hey, you know what? If it looks right on YouTube, I don't really care. But yeah, this game feels a lot like Hot Shots Golf 2. There are certain things that are different. Ball trajectories are higher, backspin is weaker.
Yeah. You really get a different look when she's chipping from the green side there, hey?
Yep.
Hit it in.
I guess I'd also say AI, even the worst AI in the game, can use super backspin shots.
Yeah.
Might have overhit that slightly. Yep. Overhit that slightly. But the putting in this game, so the greens are more complicated, but the putting is easier too because you get more tools. So like if you're looking at the green, you can actually see little dots moving left to right to tell you to speed, and front to back or back to front to tell you to speed. And that helps you gauge the severity of the break, whereas in previous games you were mostly just kind of like looking at things and just kind of guessing.
Well, you could tell in the older games by how tall the little flag was over top of the square, right? Kind of?
Sort of. It would tell you how uphill or downhill it was, but it wouldn't tell you how much the break was.
Oh.
Anyways, I just remembered something. I shouldn't talk during the hole transitions, because each of these characters has like a unique dialogue that they say during hole transitions.
Oh, okay. Well, then we'll be quiet.
That's my bad.
I didn't know either, because honestly, this is the first time in, like a very, very long time that I've even seen this game, so,
But I'm so used to just like...
Uh-oh.
In the window.
I'm so used to just like pressing the skip button all the time, because I just like hit ball, press skip button.
Yeah.
I overhit this. I want to take one notch off that. That'll be too long. I'll probably have like a 10 or 15 foot putt. Or maybe not.
Well, that's okay. You definitely did better than your opponent here.
Nice approach.
Oh, I will also say the sandbag AI thing does exist too.
Play.
Yeah. However, this character has been coming up short of the green on every hole so far, right?
Yep.
Like she hasn't hit a green yet.
Nice birdie.
I hate my glasses.
Okay.
But yeah, so I guess that's enough about how we're recording all this. Now we can actually focus on playing Gull.
Yeah. Well, that was all very technical there, Requi5X, but, you know.
See, on this hole I like to play a draw because your ball will roll right to left when you hit the fairway because of the slope. And ideally you can roll away from the bunker on the right. You can also keep your ball at a wide enough curve that you don't hit the rough on the left.
Oh. Well, it looks like she mishit that one a little.
Yep.
And then she mishit this one, too. Uh-oh. Does that mean she hit it out of bounds or something?
She might have. Yep, she did.
Oh, look at the out of bounds as rocks. Look at that ball roll around like crazy there. It still hasn't stopped.
I want to go home.
That's okay. Sometimes the AI in this game will tin cup it and they'll hit it over and over and over into the out of bounds or the water.
Yeah.
The AI is still pretty good in this game, but I wouldn't say they're like as nearly impossibly hard as the Hot Shots Golf 2 AI.
Well, can definitely tell that they've made some changes to the physics in this game, too, a little bit, eh?
Well, I'd say wind isn't as strong.
Super shot.
Hit it.
Slopes on balls from like the open fairway are not as strong. Breaks and greens are a lot faster and a lot stronger.
Yeah.
Backspin is weaker. Shot trajectories are higher. So you won't see me super backspin a... You won't see me super backspin a 2-iron in this series. Not even with like an S rating on backspin.
Uh-huh. Well, you get 10 power shots with this character, hey? You get a variable number of power shots depending on who you're using as well?
I think so, but I'd actually have to continue playing in order to confirm that. I think so.
Well, I suspect that if you win this hole, we're going to be finding out because we're only 10 minutes in here.
You know, it's like I said, right? Like, these can go quickly, and I mean, you know, this would probably even go quicker if I was playing at my usual pace. I'm trying to go a little slower here so that we get to see, like, the various animations and voice lines that characters have to offer and stuff.
Oh, I remember this hole.
Yeah, if you hit it to the right, you're dead.
Actually, I bounced it off that road one time, and it still worked out for me.
Now, that came out a little further left than I'd wanted, but that's the problem with hitting a driver off the deck.
On the green.
Super shot.
Look at that, the super side spin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's demonstrated both super backspin and super side spin in this round. I don't think I've actually used either yet.
Yeah, in spite of that, though, she hasn't hit a green in regulation. Yeah.
Yeah, she could do all the trick shots.
Yeah.
Very nice.
The AI really loves super backspin in this game.
Yeah, I see that. Here we go. Eagle try. Oh, they give you a little flag to where you need to hit the ball, too, eh?
Yep, they give you a little indicator on that. And that's the Tiffany Eagle animation.
Yeah, and that's the match.
Yeah, and apparently I'm mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll ever see the Tiffany Eagle animation again. That's a pretty uncommon animation.
Oh, well. You had actually two requests for versus modes, right?
That's right. The other one is going to be Johnny versus Spike.
Oh, so this might not be happening for a while then. Oh, they've got all kinds of little extras there too, hey?
Yep.
The post-match handshake and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, they actually do this thing where they actually... Oh, I always suck at this thing. But they always do this thing where they lower the characters such that they're meeting at eye level.
Yeah.
And so even if the one character is like way taller than the other, they always meet at eye level. But we'll play another match. Johnny, okay. And I'm really not going to have any spin. I guess we'll play him on Aloha. Yeah, it's Aloha Beach Resort, not Aloha Resort. But whatever. Now, Spike was in the previous game.
Yep.
But in this game, he's a little bit different. So he's strong in the rough, which means he'll have better power percentages and a bigger impact zone in the rough. So much so it's almost like playing off the fairway in the rain, actually. But he also has a low shot trajectory in this game. So unlike in the previous game where I really liked using him, I don't really like low shot trajectories.
And what about this guy? Because we don't know anything about him.
Well, Johnny is a beginner character who has pretty solid control rating. And he hits the ball, I guess, an okay distance. I mean, all the beginner characters do in this game. But his weakness is that he doesn't have a lot of spin. And he's got a, well, it's not exactly a weakness, but he has a very low shot trajectory. Which means you better be good at hitting your perfect impact with your super backspin so that you can get enough loft to get to some of the raised greens that are in this game.
Well, looks like Spike's off to a bit of a rough start.
Yeah, well, you know, it's going to kind of start kind of like the previous series did, where everybody sucks at first.
Oh.
But when I fail to get perfect impact here, Johnny's going to be a lot more reliable in how he keeps things online.
Boy, that was close.
And this is probably why our one viewer really likes Johnny, is because of the control. Well, either that or he just likes the character, but you know. Control is important in this game still, but it's not as much of a detriment as it was in Hot Shots Golf 2. Because in Hot Shots Golf 2, you could have like... you could have like really massive deviations, even with like a B control rating.
You got a different caddy this time around, too.
Yeah, I think they start you with 3.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, I think so. And so, oh god, I'm hitting a wood? I'm hitting a wood to this green? Oh.
Maybe he wants to make sure he gets over the water.
Oh wait, I went and overplayed that wind. I forgot to have a load shot trajectory.
Oh well.
That's shit.
From the way I've seen Spike play on that first hole, he's probably going to continue to struggle anyway.
Well, this doesn't look bad. He'll make the green here. Might even be closer than me. Or not.
That's a conceivable birdie.
Oh, he didn't make it.
Didn't make it.
That's a conceivable birdie.
And I hit this too hard.
Nice birdie.
Not that it mattered.
Celebrating.
Game on.
Yeah. This one could be over after 4 at this rate.
Oh, maybe.
That was an excellent vector.
Maybe I should have played that further to the left, aiming at the rough. Might have been able to get closer.
Oh.
Although with how uphill that green is, I probably can't make this in 2 anyways.
That was an excellent vector. All right. That was an excellent vector.
Yeah, see, the thing about this too is, first of all, your club selection matters if you're hitting uphill.
Yep.
But secondly, super backspin doesn't take away as much of the uphill slope on things as it used to.
Oh.
And so, it used to be if you hit super backspin on most shots with a reasonable lofted club like an iron, you basically didn't have to worry about how uphill it was. In this game, it takes off a little bit of the uphill deficit that you have to work up, but it's nowhere near as effective as it once was.
Well, anyway, you're both going to need 3 shots to get on the green. He's probably going to need 4, by the looks of it.
Ah, he hit the green. It's a big green.
Your ball's in proximity to the hole.
Alright, how do I play this with a low shot trajectory? Maybe I play like there?
That was an excellent vector.
I kind of underplayed that.
So I guess if you get perfect impact, then they have a comment on that, eh?
That's a conceivable birdie.
Yeah, well, normally, I think if you get a perfect impact, it's always a nice
That's
shot.
a conceivable birdie.
So you don't need full power and perfect impact to get a nice shot in this one.
That's right. Oh, I blew it. Oh well.
You have achieved par. You have achieved par. Yes. I don't get it.
Oh well, now you're going to need at least 5 to finish him off.
Yeah, I blew it. It's over.
That was an excellent vector. Beautiful.
I mean, off the tee there, you can see that was a slight push to the right, but because Johnny has very good control, it's not a big deviation. And that's actually something that's different from the next game in the series, too, is they reintroduce a lot of the control deviation, and they also make it so that shanks are a lot worse. The shanks aren't so bad in this game, at least on the couple of
so
courses.
what are the little bars above and below the ball picture there in the bottom right corner of the screen?
I think the top one shows your shot bias, and he's going to have an inherently, like, right shot bias because he hits a draw, but it's also going to increase and exaggerate depending on his lie. Whereas Johnny here hits the ball straight, so you can see my shot bias is perfectly in the middle, but you can also see that my shot is going to come out with a bit of topspin here. And it's only going to be very slight. That might be due to his low shot trajectory, or it also might be due to the fact that this is a very slight downslope. And the ball rotates in the direction that your slope is too, so it gives you a secondary indicator.
Okay.
As to how your shot's going to be. Whereas before you would just look at the tilt of your lie and then you would just kind of guess.
Oh.
Nice birdie.
So it looks like putting is actually a little easier in this game because they actually give you a little flag on the power
That's a
meter
conceivable
to
birdie.
tell you where to hit it.
Yep. And they give you more information with the putting grid and
So
everything
you
else.
don't have to do the mathing and stuff like that like you had to do in the first two games, right?
Yo, this is horrible.
I'd say you still have to know like various like distance fractions and stuff in order to get a feel for things. Because it's all rule of thumb, kind of like it, or at least the way I put is all rule of thumb. But
That was an excellent vector.
you generally want to hit things a certain proportion based on the decimal number that you're given, right? So like if it's 0.10, you hit it like 1 tick harder. If it's 0.20, you hit it 2 ticks harder. That kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
And 0.30, 3 ticks harder. 0.40, just kind of the general idea. And it's probably not exactly a tick. I kind of have just like a visual idea in my head of how these things are, but that's how I would describe it to you.
Oh.
But, yeah, the thing about it, though, is that breaks, and it wasn't really demonstrable. It does exist in Hot Shots Golf 2, but it wasn't really demonstrable in that game. Breaks change, or how uphill and how downhill a putt is, changes depending on how you aim into the break. And that becomes a lot more distinguished on some of the courses that are here.
So the power setting thing is easier, but reading the greens is a little tougher then? Is this what you're trying to say?
That's right, yeah.
Okay.
Because they're more complicated generally. Now, it won't be the case on these first few courses, because they're like the easy courses.
Conceivable birdie.
But then again, I don't know, I mean, you know, it seems like there's a lot of really straight putts on Hot Shots Golf 2 first few courses.
Okay, so you actually hit that a little harder than what they were showing on the little meter as well.
Yep, because it was 0.35 uphill.
Oh, I see.
Dude,
So
you
basically
just
the
took me to
flag then
school.
indicates how hard you'd have to hit it
If it were flat.
If it were flat.
That's right.
I see. Okay. Well, you've just polished off 2 of them. And you've taken approximately 23 minutes to do this.
Yeah. It doesn't take long, man.
Are you going to do one more for this episode, or what?
Yeah, you know what? I'll do one more for this episode, because there's a particular character I want to unlock for tournament mode.
Oh, I see. See, they adjusted the blocks.
Yep.
Yeah, so that they can stand there and shake hands properly.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. So what is this exactly that you're doing here?
So this is an item slot thing, so there's like a shop that you can go to. And I guess I'll show that off here. Where you can buy various items and things.
Oh, I see.
And you can even buy clubs and things like that.
Oh,
but you
so-
can unlock some of this stuff through tournaments too.
Okay.
So
So
you-
basically you have to unlock it, and then you have to have you spend your points on these items.
That's right, yeah.
Okay. So even though the big air clubs have been unlocked, you don't have enough points to buy them yet.
Not currently, no. But for those particular clubs, I think they're the reward for the first tournament, so I probably won't end up buying those anyways.
Oh, okay.
So let's go get us one of my favorite golfers. And we'll use Pete. We'll just use all the starter characters.
Play with me.
Uh-huh.
And we'll go back to the first course again. Now, Pete has the ability to spin the ball, and he has a mid-shot trajectory, but he can't do side spin very well.
Pete the plumber?
Yep, Pete the plumber.
National tournament mode.
Yeah, that was another new addition in this series. Though I can't say I ever did it myself.
No.
Nice shot.
Oh yeah, I remember this guy now, the little kick after he hits the ball.
Yep. He's that guy.
Yeah.
Nice shot.
Well, you can see Lynn is a pretty big hitter, actually, compared to some of the starter characters, right?
Yeah.
244 yards, and I think she's also the first character with a high shot trajectory. I overhit this a little bit, I think.
Nice shot.
Oh, maybe I didn't play that wind enough. Yeah, not quite.
Well, you didn't do too bad.
Green. Very good.
Well, I mean, when these greens are as flat as they are, it's going to be easy to do good.
On the green. Hit it in.
Well, you did better than her.
Yep, and she choked.
Yeah, she missed the putt. Well, I don't know whether missing a 20-foot putt is choking, really.
Choked. She choked.
Funny, all the angles on their clubs.
That's strange.
All the angles on his clubs are sloped to suit his rather short height.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a really strong wind.
Yeah, see, you can see the water. It actually looks pretty good in this game, too, hey?
And there's a fish swimming in there. 2 of them.
Yeah, you can see the fish swimming in it, too. Yeah. Everything's just a little brighter and a little more detailed, and even the way the ball reacts when it lands and stuff like that, you know?
On the green.
I should have probably down clubbed there. Yeah, they did a really fantastic job on this game, really.
Yep. Yeah, they made a lot of improvements by the looks of it. That's what I meant by it appears like the ball physics and everything, they made a lot of
Hit it in.
refinements to that too, right?
Yeah, I overhit this.
Ooh.
Oh, that was close.
I needed one less notch. One less. But she's not going to get anywhere close. She choked on this, too.
Yeah.
Nice par.
Well, that's okay. We'll get to see Pete's par.
Nice
Uh-huh.
par.
Oh.
He's a strong man in his own mind.
Yep.
Oh, it's going to be so good to have some distance.
Oh, I see. Lynn is like one of your favorite characters then?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She's got the high shot trajectory. She hits the ball straight. She has good spin. She has, she's a side spin character, actually. She's a side spin specialist, so she has enhanced side spin. The only bad thing about her is,
Ooh.
No.
she doesn't have the highest control rating. But I'd say if you had to invest yourself in a character, she's definitely a good one to invest yourself in.
That's one thing I've noticed about these games is, and if I remember right, is there's always trade-offs, right?
Oh, go in.
You know, Ooh, that was close. There's always a trade-off, right? If you want more power, you get less of this or that, or if you want more control, you get less of this or that. You know what I mean? Like, well, she almost put that in too. There's always some sort of trade-off, right?
Well, I'd say in the grand scheme of things,
Hit it in.
she's probably the character with the least amount of trade-offs if you like a high shot trajectory.
Uh-huh.
But, I'd say her main trade-off is
Can't be.
lack of distance,
Yeah.
actually.
What is that thing that falls out of the sky and lands on him anyway?
I think it's like a weight, or
It
maybe
looks like a
it's
big hockey puck or something.
Yeah, it's like something like that. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Speaking of hockey, Tiffany there was Canadian in her bio.
Oh, was she?
Yeah,
Ah.
she's like the only Canadian character in the game.
Nice shot. Very good.
So there you go, a little piece of trivia.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I have no idea what that big weight thing is. It just happens to her.
Shot.
Well, maybe somebody out there watching will be able to tell us.
Maybe.
Because I know I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight now. I'm going to be thinking, what is that big thing that drops on Pete's head?
Oh god. Yeah, that's not gonna be the best shot I've ever hit. A little bit far to the left because I didn't get my super backspin to pop it up and get
Yeah.
it caught by the wind.
See, they get the nice flop shots in this one that you didn't see before, right?
Yep. Might have underhit this.
Like in other versions, or in the first, or at least in Hot Shots Golf 2, when you tried to do a chip like that. What is that? When you tried to do a chip like that, even with a sand wedge, it didn't go way up in the air like that, right?
Yeah, not unless you ended up getting super backspin on it or something.
Yeah. It's more like you're, almost doing the bump and run thing even when you're using a wedge, right? In Hot Shots Golf 2 compared to this.
Well, it's like I said though, all shot trajectories in this game are much higher than they used to be. And so when a character has a high shot trajectory like Lynn does, well then she really has a high shot trajectory. Like high means high, but that's important too because there are like places in this game where you can just barely make a shot type because of the high shot trajectory.
Like here, for example.
Well, I mean, she did just hit her driver over a tree. I think she did pretty well.
Yeah.
Still out of bounds though.
No, she didn't. She didn't make it back into the playing surface.
But yeah, because of the way that this game has up and down undulation in terms of green slopes and things like that,
Yeah.
hitting a high shot trajectory is not a license for doing whatever the hell you want, like it was in Hot Shots Golf 2.
Yeah.
Well, it's always better to miss left on this hole than it is to miss to the right.
Well, look at that. See, the rough slowed you down a little bit, and you'll end up not too bad.
On the green. Very good.
Yeah, I just wanted to hit that green. Oh, I probably don't have to now. See, I just went and made a completely unnecessary shot.
My.
Well, she did manage to chip in for par here.
My. Nice par. Go for it.
I didn't hit that hard enough.
Yeah,
Maybe
you
I did.
Yeah, you did.
Nice eagle.
Look at that. We're getting to see
I
all
can't
the.
believe it. I go back to China.
We're getting to see all the.
Yeah, didn't get to see any of Lynn's celebrations though, right? Except for the par one.
We'll see a whole bunch of those. I promise. We're gonna be using Lynn a lot.
Well, so far nobody's lasted more than the 5th hole against you, so
Only my putting was better.
yeah.
And we have our first high shot trajectory character. That'll make life a lot easier.
Well, it didn't take you long to write off the first 3. I guess you didn't get anything there.
No, I never get anything. I suck at that game so bad. I don't know what it is. I guess I'm not a gambler.
Well, you're just not very lucky. So how am I reading that right? It looks like you get like 7 or 8 caddies in this game.
Yep, you get quite a number of them.
Wow. Okay, well, I guess that's it for episode 1.
Indeed. So,
Hope everybody enjoyed that. We've been waiting for a long time.
yeah, people have been eager for Hot Shot Skull 3. They really have been.
Yep.
So,
I guess until episode 2.
I'm Rugby5.
And I'm Sandman99.
Have a good one.